Michael Schumacher, who has been guarded from view by his family since the horrific incident, was seen only by a few guests at Gina-Marie's wedding, which took place at the sporting great's luxury villa in Mallorca last weekend. Formula One legend Michael Schumacher made his first public appearance for the first time in over a decade since his near-fatal skiing accident, as he attended his daughter's wedding in Spain recently, according to reports. Schumacher, who has been guarded from view by his family since the horrific incident, was seen only by a few guests at Gina-Marie's wedding, which took place at the sporting great's luxury villa in Mallorca last weekend. Gina-Marie tied the knot with Iain Bethke at their holiday home, which the Schumachers purchased from Real Madrid chairman Florentino Perez in 2017. Even his younger brother, former F1 driver Ralf Schumacher, was once blocked access to Michael, but that changed after the wedding. It was recently reported that Michael's son Mick Schumacher's girlfriend was added to the inner circle by Corinna. Mick is dating Danish model Leila Hasanovic, who has reportedly managed to win Corinna's trust enough to be allowed to see Michael. Schumacher's fame and popularity meant there was a huge outpouring of emotion when news broke of his life-changing skiing accident in December 2013. And ever since, the appetite for updates on his condition and well-being has been huge. But true snippets of information have been few and far between. Though he lived so publicly because of his racing career, Schumacher was a private person, and his fiercely protective wife Corinna has done her utmost to respect that since the accident. We know from medical reports that, in December 2013, Schumacher suffered a traumatic brain injury when he fell while skiing off-piste in the French Alps and hit his head on a rock. He was airlifted to hospital and placed in a medically induced coma, which a few months later, he came out of. But though he survived, it was clear he would never be the same again. He was allowed to return to the family home near Lake Geneva the following September, where he has been cared for since by Corinna and a team of medical staff, with only a select few trusted people allowed to see him and know the extent of his injuries. The inner circle is so tight that even some close relatives have been excluded at times. That includes Michael's brother Ralph, also a former F1 racer, who now works for Sky Germany's coverage of the sport, and admitted last year that his brother's side of the family go their own way. One of the few former F1 allies of the racer who has been allowed to see him is his old Ferrari team principal, Jean Todt. The Frenchman, also a former president of the FIA, has largely kept his mouth closed publicly out of loyalty to Michael and Corinna, but has said that he has been allowed to see his old colleague. He told Bild, "I've spent a lot of time with Corinna since Michael had his serious skiing accident on December 29th, 2013. She is a great woman and runs the family. She hadn't expected that. It happened suddenly, and she had no choice, but she does it very well. I trust her. She trusts me. Thanks to the work of his doctors and the cooperation of Corinna, who wanted him to survive, he survived, but with consequences. The exact nature of the consequences is largely unknown. Corinna has described her husband as being different to how he was before, while son Mick, who followed in his father's footsteps into F1 and raced for Haas for 2 seasons, before joining his dad's old team Mercedes as a reserve, said Michael's illness means he's unable to communicate. In 2019, he was widely reported to have undergone stem cell treatment in a bid to regenerate his nervous system. Le Parisien reported he was admitted for transfusions of inflammation-reducing stem cells, and also quoted an unnamed nurse who claimed Schumacher had shown signs of recovery. Elisabetta Gregoracci, ex-wife of former F1 team boss and current advisor of Alpine Formula One team Flavio Briatore, was the one who confirmed Michael has been spending more time at the family's Majorcan villa of late. She said, "Michael doesn't speak. He communicates with his eyes. Only 3 people can visit him, and I know who they are. They moved to Spain, and his wife has set up a hospital in that house." In 2021, Corinna agreed to take part in a Netflix documentary titled Schumacher, in which she continued to keep key details private, but spoke of her own experience and said, "I miss Michael every day, but it's not just me who misses him. It's the children, the family, his father, everyone around him. Everybody misses Michael, but Michael is here, different, but here. He still shows me how strong he is every day. We live together at home, we do therapy, we do everything we can to make Michael better and to make sure he's comfortable, and to simply make him feel our family, our bond, and no matter what, I will do everything I can. We all will. We're trying to carry on as a family the way Michael liked it and still does, and we are getting on with our lives. It's very important to me that he can continue to enjoy his private life as much as possible. Michael always protected us, and now we are protecting Michael." Perhaps most heartbreaking of all was his son Mick's admission that he regrets his father has not been able to properly follow his own motorsport career. After making it to F1, he said, "Since the accident, of course, these experiences, These moments that I believe many people have with their parents are no longer present, or to a lesser extent. And in my view, that is a little unfair. Life is sometimes so crazy and unknown we can't even imagine where it can take us. So, what do you think? Could we see Michael Schumacher in Formula One paddock anytime soon? See you all in my next video. Until then, like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.